Hey.
Hi. Yeah, it's Jim and Sharon with Drive to Ride, and if you have subscribed to this channel, we want to tell you how much we appreciate that.
Thank you.
If you have not subscribed to it, we'd like you to go ahead and push the button, and please do that. And I'll tell you why. If we can get to 100 subscribers, we can get our own URL, and that would make life a little bit easier for us. So if you would please subscribe, we'd sure appreciate it. Thanks so much.
Thanks.
It's Jim and Sharon at Drive to Ride, and behind us is a clean motorcycle, which is not something you'll see with us a whole lot because, well, ridden motorcycles get dirty a lot, and ours is ridden. It's going to get ridden again today. We're headed down to Tombstone from Casa Grande. It's about 130, 140 miles. It's getting up to 60, going to get in the 70s today. It's a little overcast here, but we're going to get out and we're going to go to Tombstone for a couple of days. So we're going to take you with us. Well, we're also going to Bisbee down there. Tombstone and Bisbee over the next couple of days. We'll be out a couple of nights. So come along with us, and we're going to have fun. Yep.
Yes. All right, so we're going to be going through the pictures and the video that we have taken and kind of auditing, commenting on them. How's that? We're going to go through the video and the pictures and just tell you a little bit what happened in Tombstone.
Yeah.
So first start is on the motorcycle ride.
Yeah, so here we are going down the road to Tombstone. And one of the things you're going to see is, one of the things that we love about Arizona is you got both desert and mountains, as you can see back in there. A lot of mountains on the horizon. We're just usually ringed with mountains. But getting down to Tombstone, how did it get its name, Sharon?
Well, this man, Ed Shefflin, discovered silver mine, and when he was out prospecting, a lot of them teased him that he wasn't going to find anything out there in the middle of the desert, and they said, you'll find your tombstone before you find anything. Well, he decided, since he found the mine, called the mine Tombstone.
Tombstone.
So that's how it got its name.
Actually, he discovered a couple of mines. This is the first one, and that'll play into the story here in a little while. But yeah, there's some of those mountains we're talking about as we come up into it.
The Dragoon Mountains, they were pretty awesome.
Yeah.
They come right around Tombstone. So
and that was known as Cochise's stronghold back in the day. So that's where the famous Apache chief Cochise was holed up. So now then, we're coming to the end of the ride, and we're getting into Tombstone, and we're going to be staying at the Sagebrush Inn in Tombstone. So this is what we found when we got there. So this is where we're staying. This is an old motel inn kind of thing, but it does have an interesting history. This was built back in 47, but the owners knew a lot of people in Hollywood, so John Wayne and Maureen O'Hara, they stayed here when they were filming some movie that name of. So if you can't read it, it says Glenn Ford slept here.
Yeah, this one's not yet.
And we go down here, and this was where John Wayne stayed.
Must be so.
Yeah.
See another door?
Yes, I see it. So this is where we are, right there with our motorcycle in front of it, and down here is Maureen O'Hara's room.
Hard to read, but you get a push.
Maureen O'Hara. Okay, so we've gotten settled into our 1947 vintage hotel room, and now we're going to go walk into town because it's very close. So Tombstone, at least the historic part, the part where you're going to go see gunfights and stagecoach and stuff like that, is only a few blocks long, so it's not very big. So we're going to walk into town and see the sights. So here's what we saw.
Oh, and I love the horses. They had the stagecoaches. They had where you could ride horses. So it was just a lot of fun to see the horses around. They even had some mules pull a cart. You know.
Yeah, and they've got a lot of people in costume. I mean, not just a few. The streets are alive with people walking around in period costumes. So you'll see gunfighters, and you'll see the girls from the dance halls coming out. And so it's all really very in theme. And the visitor center.
That was the first place we went.
And there is a street scene, and Sharon picked up some new guy. And
I got.
there's a girl.
Yeah, he liked the girl. I got the
Guy, yeah. And some old stuff laying around.
Now this is where we go to the mine.
Yeah.
Silver mine.
Hey gang, we are in Tombstone, and we're about to take the Good Enough mine tour. And why do they call it Good Enough? Well, we'll tell you about that on the way through.
Here's the opening of the mine, and it's a downgrade. It's all gravel, so it's not so hard. It's 66 steps down into the mine, so it's not a deep mine. It's all granite. They had copper and silver and other elements, but this was mostly for silver. There's our guide. They used dynamite for blasting, and here it shows one of the places where they put a ton of rock in that thing. So I'll leave you to tell about the...
Yeah. Okay, so we promised you we'd tell you why it's called the Good Enough mine. Well, you'll remember that Schieffelin, Ed Schieffelin, was the fellow who found the Tombstone mine, which is about 3 miles away. And it was a very rich mine. It assayed out at about $5,000 a ton. And so he brought in his brother and a good friend of his to help mine it. Unfortunately, the Tombstone mine played out after only 6 feet. So Schieffelin had brought these guys out there, and now they were out of, the mine was no longer producing. So Schieffelin started looking around for another mine. And he came across this vein. Now this vein only assayed out at $2,000 a ton. So Schieffelin said, well, that's good enough. So we have the Good Enough mine.
Now you know.
So now you know. So there we are. Some of these pillars are original. They've been down there for 150 years. And still good, obviously. And so the fellow's going to take us down here and throw us some of the deposits. There's still some low-grade silver ore that he shows us from time to time. There's actually copper down here, and as Sharon said, there's gold. Apparently, we've discovered that there's never just one mineral. They're all down there, and it's just a mixture. This one was predominantly silver. When we go to Bisbee, you'll discover that we're at the copper mine. It's predominantly copper, but they still found silver and gold in the ore that they pulled out.
And even turquoise. Some of the miners would pick up the stones, and that'd be a little extra perk.
Yeah. So that's our tour guide. I don't remember the fellow's name. He was pretty good.
We enjoyed that.
Yeah, he was very informative. Okay. So after we got done in the mine, we spent the rest of the afternoon looking around Tombstone on the streets. And Sharon will tell you about that.
There was lots of things to do. There was lots of shopping. There was museums. There was lots of places to eat. So it was a lot of fun just to go and see all that there was to see.
Yeah. Yeah, if you think it's not a tourist trap, there's Ike Clanton's Haunted Hotel.
They have shows for everything.
Yeah,
they had the
do.
bird cage, and they had the big nose cage, and Crystal Palace, just to name a few.
Yeah. Yes, there's lots of places there, always willing to help you out with any excess cash you may have brought along with you.
And we had fun.
Yeah. And this is taking us down towards the OK Corral. Down there, as you see it right there, that is where we are going to go next. Okay, so here we are.
Hey, the OK Corral. We got tickets. We're going to go see the gunfight.
Yeah, we're looking for a fight. By God, you've got it.
Now throw up your hands. We're here for your guns. It's not what I want.
Ollie! I didn't think I you!
Blaze away. Yo, Daisy if you didn't. Ain't no Daisy at all.
Just give it to me, boy.
was it. Over before it ever started. The books will say 30 shots in 30 seconds, however, I was not counting.
So after the show, I got a picture with the guys. It was fun.
Good guys.
The good guys. And then we went to do lunch at Big Nose Cake Saloon.
Wyatt Earp's favorite eating place and drinking place.
It was really fun. It had lots of music and good food. So we enjoyed that.
Very theme appropriate, as you'll see right here. Okay, here we are. We are leaving Tombstone, having been here a day and a half, and we are about to drive up to Bisbee, Arizona. Actually drive down, well, sort of down, south, but it's sort of up because it's higher elevation. So anyway, however you like, we're going to Bisbee. So come along with us.
Bisbee.
Hi, it's Jim and Sharon, and with
I did.
hi, this is Jim and Sharon with some show that we do. This is
Ride
Jim
to
and-
drive or drive to ride. Whatever. Pick out one.
This is Jim
And sure.
and Sharon, and we're with Drive to Ride, or we are Drive to Ride, or something. Anyway, we went to Tombstone and
Start
Bisbee here.
again. That was bad.
Take 47.
All right.
Okay, so my head is still cut off. I don't understand that.
You gotta lean back.
Back here.
Yeah. You too.
Come back here. Okay.
There you go. Let's start now.
All right.
Howdy, partner. Now you come along for the ride, and you come and subscribe, and, thumbs up, hit that bell,